I've logged in as a test student, so what you are seeing now is what you would see as a student. When you log in, you'll see a list of your competency sets or projects you've registered for. Once the subscription period begins, when you click on a competency set, it will open to a home screen. Earlier, we mentioned that one of the first things you should do when you access a competency set or project is to locate the orientation materials. Depending on the competency set or project, the module might be named slightly differently, but orientation will be in the title. Let's look a bit closer at the orientation section. Watch as I locate the orientation materials. You learned earlier that the orientation guide is an important first step in becoming familiar with your competency set or project. The materials in the orientation section will help you to understand the focus of the subject matter, provide an overview of the content and structure, highlight the assessments you'll complete to demonstrate mastery, and explain faculty expectations. You may also find links to learning resources and information on grading and marks. Remember, orientation guides will be unique to each competency set or project. Read through each section carefully and give some thought to how you plan to structure your time and complete your assessments. The other item of importance is the Flex check-in activity. Watch as I locate that activity. You'll notice there are 3 Flex check-in questions. Depending on which month you're in your subscription period and when you first enrolled in your competency set or project, the question you need to answer will be highlighted. Because you will be completing this activity monthly, make note of where it is located. Lastly, I'll point out where you can access the tools for submitting written work, viewing your grades, and completing any timed assessments. In this competency set, the links to these activities are located on the course menu on the left. Let's look at each of these in a bit more detail. The Assignments tab will show you all of the graded assessments you'll need to complete. This includes written work and quizzes. In order to submit work, you'll click the title of the assessment. From here, click Submit Assignment, where you'll be presented with the opportunity to search for the file on your computer and upload it. And finally, click Submit Assignment. It's as simple as that. Quiz assessments are also found on the Assignments tab. When you're ready to begin, you will select Take the Quiz. The Grades area is where you will see your grades or marks. Lastly, to get back to the competency set or project homepage, you select Home from the course menu. Also, on the course menu is a link to a page of academic support resources. These resources have been selected by your program and institution to help you with writing, research, and online tutoring. I mentioned earlier that, depending on the competency sets or project you're enrolled in, you'll log into 1 or 2 learning environments. Though they both have very similar features, there are a few minor differences, mostly in appearance. For example, you may see Getting Started as the header for your competency set orientation guide, or you may find additional links to resources like a writing tutor or libraries. When you log into a competency set or project for the first time, always take a few extra moments to explore and locate the things we've talked about in this illustration. There you go. You now have the navigational tools to get you started in your first competency set.